What is going down, No Man's Sky fans? Get excited! Frontiers is here, in a whole new way that you're going to consume the galactic frontier. Your experience begins today. My name is Mac here at the MacGyver7 channel, and today we'll be looking at the brand new 3.6. It rolls across for all consoles and PCs alike. So let's go ahead and scroll into it and see what's changed. If you're newer to the network, you can always join with a subscription in company with a notification bell to get all the future updates that roll across YouTube. This will be linked directly up into the descriptions. As you can see, it introduces a great new concept where you can have settlements. Now, I like the whole portions of settlements because this is going to add culture, planetary draw. There's a lot more I guess from the wild west to civilization kind of look to it, because it's like people have already been building what happens now, because you can found your own settlement on top of this. You can earn and become the overseer, name towns, build, and they have hundreds of new breathtaking nebulas that you can see throughout the multicultural points of the stars. It's so beautiful. So on top of that, there is going to be a ton of new base additions you can have for the total overhaul, a lot more refined and divine portions of building blocks. So have a nice time divulging onto that. As you can see that the speeds have also changed for as far as the way you can look at the settlement and the unique portions. Every settlement will produce and generate a unique building in the neighborhood and the layout and the color schemes. So more slave slots have been added as well. A new stream and system for the implement for as far as more efficient memory. Now support will allow for thousands of hours of play. So now the number of possible saves have gone from 5 to 15. You gained 3 times the amount, which is pretty cool. For as far as the backup saves on PCs, you can be found underneath there for the user and that line of code right there from Hello Game. So you can see that there's going to be an enhanced effects for as far as what you can be with dismantling stuff, mining stuff, and just your all around overhaul and looking more professional. I definitely like this. The maturity of where No Man's Sky has become from day one in 2016 till now in 2021 is night and day, and Hello Gaming has done a great job. Now on top of the settlements, you can see that there's going to be some populations inside these towns, and that was what excited me the most, which adds more of a flourish portion where you can come in and maybe see some Gek and just kind of kick it and sit back and enjoy the festivities. Kind of has that whole Star Warsy kind of feel to it. Now hundreds of new base parts. This is personally myself going to add a lot more time retention with playing and exploring, and that's really what No Man's Sky is. It's just this really just what can you build and create and other people find, and in today's standard it's what will you find on the next cliffside that you fly by. Now the Steam trading cards and badges have a newer expansion. Now you can earn within a total of 15 availability, as well as the collecting portions of craft badges, earning emotions in the background. You also will be defeating some of these settlements from sentinels, so you're gonna have to defend them. These little butt munches are gonna be coming in full combat and bringing out their finest for as far as the visual overhauls and you destroying the crap out of them. So get ready. Build defenses. Now on top of that, you're gonna have more save discoveries where you can find more stuff inside of there has doubled, which is pretty cool. So I'm definitely liking that. When you're inside of a solar system, there's gonna be a little bit more to take a look at. Hopefully that will expand the retaining portion. Now, wow, that's so cool. I just noticed a little smiley face. I got distracted about that. It's pretty sweet. And that mech. Now the settlers' thoughts, you can see that there's a working portions for a lot of new people for as far as consuming poems, relaxing before work, and feeling friendly as portions of thoughts. You can see that there's also some Twitch campaigns that you can kind of get available a hold of, which is pretty cool. And streamlined buildings for the interface, so now you can actually have a little bit more time efficient playing with building inside of some hazardous elements, or if you're just chilling like this person, just have the fun and the leisure to really just consume what you're wanting to like lay out. So very, very nice. I like it. It's oh, definitely got the, like, you can change the perspective of the object, which is pretty cool. So on top of that, you can see that the resolve and the situal point of the dispute. Now you can see that there's harmless, as overseals will occasionally call upon to resolve to disagree between two people. So they have like kind of like a, I guess a draw system. That's kind of cool. Dispute resolve. That's kind of cool. A little bit more diplomacy throughout the galaxy as we kind of push forward and earning the resources from your settlement. You can generate money from just a steady portion of what your settlement is bringing in. So this has almost like that Fallout like feel to it, where you can build the settlements and really take advantage of that. So I'm really excited to get back to this game. There's tons of stuff that came out, like Maneater and their new DLC, but No Man's Sky is something I always like to float back to, and the community loves it, especially now with new visual effects increasing, the portion of advanced buildings inside of the, where you can really control the environment and start to have like more of your planet. They're really giving you like kind of like the Omega tools to like work with nowadays comparatively to where it was, in order to re-architect, re-innovate, and move some of the structures. Now this is a very, very groundbreaking and a longer update, so if you are newer to the network, there will probably be a little bit more follow-up updates that come throughout this from No Man's Sky. I know Sean Murray and Hello Games, they usually have a couple. It used to be, back in the day, used to be tons of them, but they've got it pretty dialed in nowadays, especially through multiple consoles. I like to think that they do the best. For as far as making improvements and decisions, there's some features with the populations and the happiness, and you can kind of take a look at that, where it kind of gives you that kind of like Sims overview of like what's going down. There's a whole governance system. You can see that it's undesirable, well-educated, civilization, plentiful. There's just so much to go with the way you can kind of make your civilization. Now on top of that, like definitely the enhanced multi-tool in order to craft what you need goes along with the planetary manipulator, which is pretty cool. I definitely do like how they have like more and more to consume. Now the contextual base parts, structures in the walls, will have like more of an intelligent build-up. So you can see the variety of portions. The foundations will have a little bit more of a quicker and easier assembly than they did before. They have greet visitors in the settlement. You can have the request to join and increase people that are coming in, so you can take them in your own tribe. So that's very, very cool. Like I'm liking, like this is literally just the, they should have called it settlement, but frontiers make sense because they're pushing into a new frontier, where you can see the interior you can change, which is really cool, from farm cafes to factories, and I'm sure that they'll expand off of that and give them a few other updates. I'm sure the extension instead of cloud saving is now also on the shopping block, where you can see some rewards and the synchronization between the PlayStation Plus. Now with the newer extension season, there are going to be some community events that are going to be feeling a little different, but they're going to have travelers journeying with a portion of unique starships, waveform engines, and frame. So there's a lot more you can get, and look at how cool these ships have gotten into today's standards. Now for as far as Monstrous Companions now are available, where you can kind of get these travelers to follow, you can hatch this monstrous portion in different voices and you set characteristics. So with battling, it's very useful in order to get this. Now as we come down, it's going to basically give us the same exact amount of stuff. This is the finite detail what we just covered, and you're more than welcome to take a look at this, as it is going to give pretty much everything that has been detailed into more finite look. Now other improvements, this is where I would like to look at for as far as clarity and creatures and just seeing like general, and then bug fixes for the majority of people that have been plagued with issues that have been coming down to. But the majority is literally the brand new 3.6, which introduces the settlements. So if you are newer to the network, definitely join. It's absolutely free, helps me out as a creator, and if you do today, who knows, maybe Sean Murray will continue to expand past the frontier, and I'll continue to cover it. Stay safe, stay classy, everyone, and I will see you guys and gals in the near future. I have to get set up for a Tropico. Yes, Tropico 6 got a brand new update. I'm very excited to cover that. So Tropicans, get excited. I'll see you guys and gals in the near future.